Okay, so I'm halfway through the Katt Williams Joe Rogan interview, and it's the most genius bullshit I've ever seen in my life. The fact that Katt Williams doesn't have a podcast is a tragedy. Like, he's just leaving money on the table with the amount of like real stuff he can say and like somewhat facts and then absolute bullshit, but it's entertaining. The words of Denzel Washington is 90% bullshit, but it's entertaining. Depending on your level of intelligence is how entertained you'll be by it. The next guest needs to be Neil deGrasse Tyson so we could just dissect some of this stuff about him saying about the pyramids and space and everything. To Katt Williams is just a conspiracy theory that came down from the space and the aliens, and they created the real civilization. They made pyramids. They made the Tesla. They made Elon Musk. They made Hollywood. Like, everything is just aliens just directing us from space. I mean, this shows the genius of comedians. Like, we're talkers, we're conversationalists. We could take anything and just draw it out and talk about it. Like, we love to talk. We love to talk. I mean, half the stuff I talk about on TikTok, I don't really care about, but I'm just good at talking about it and making it sound interesting. Like, they really need to have Katt Williams in these writing rooms for these sci-fi shows, like the new Airbender show. Like, a lot of stuff he was saying was just like, it sounded like an episode of the new Airbender show on Netflix. Time is not real, and it was just created by some old aliens with superpowers. That's what created our civilization. But what Joe Rogan needs to do is go back to this interview, write down everything he said, and then talk to somebody who really knows about that stuff. Because we have people, scientists and intelligent people who really study that stuff. If they say Katt Williams was right, then all right, I might believe it. I did like the menthol cigarette conversation, even though it was a long ass answer instead of just menthol sold it to they advertised to black people. They catered to black people. That's why black people like menthol cigarettes, all right? And they got in the culture and it just never left. That's the simple answer, but he drew it out. And you know, that nuanced conversation, like, what is racist? Is it racist to ask a question that a lot of black people smoke cigarettes, which is true? Is it racist to say Italians are allowed, you know? So that's good. And, you know, Twitter will be split. X will be split on that one. Grifter's gonna come out like roaches, like, yeah, thank you for this subject. This was genius, man. This time he went viral again without bashing comics. From what I saw, it was just conspiracy theories and space talk and just, you know, having deep, ridiculous conversations. But the thing is, he is well read and he knows a lot of stuff, so he'll say a name or a word or things that shows that he's an intelligent person, but then the way he ties it together is like, no, that's nonsense. If Katt Williams had a podcast, like, he can't have guests that are gonna refute what he's saying. He has to just go on his own and talk for an hour. It's just, man, conspiracy theory audiences, those are the biggest cults. Like, oh my God, he would be so huge if he started a podcast.